Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, let's take this controller here, the eye control, and I'm probably, let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to rotate. I'm probably never going to scale it or use visibility. The scales are already frozen out, so I can, since they're all sitting at 1, that's safe. I'm going to go in and I'm going to hit, make selected object, where is it? Lock and hide. Yay, it's gone! Do I ever think I'm going to translate this thing? Probably not. Okay, I'll have some kind of group to translate it, so I'm just going to go in here, translate, lock and hide. So now we got just rotations. Okay, great. Next thing I want to do is I want to make the pupils dilate. And I'm going to go here to modify, add attribute, and add attribute. This thing pops up. And we're going to call this pupils. Hope I'm spelling that right. Default 0. I'm going to say maximum, how about 10? And minimum, we'll keep that at 0 too. Okay, I'm just going to hit OK. So now I got this thing, pupils, goes 0 to 10. Great. Now what I'd like to do is I want to get hold of, when I look at this thing and I go into the material attributes and I find this ramp, I want to get a hold of this selected position. Okay? Actually, this one here I forget. Is this one position 1 or position 2? Okay, we'll figure it out in just a second. So, what I'm going to do for the eye control, I'm going to go zipping into Window, Animation Editors. I'm going to use the Expression Editor for this one. Expression Editor. So we got eye control, pupils. Eye underscore control dot pupils. Okay? I'm just going to copy that because I'm lazy. And I want this to control this ramp here. So I'm just going to go in, I'm going to hit select. And let's see, when I look over here, do I see anything that indicates I see some alpha gains, color offsets? I can't see any attributes that I could use. So what I've got to do now is I've got to zip into Window, General Editors, there's a thing called Channel Control. If I look in Non-Keyable Hidden, I can see color entry list 0 and 1. I'm not sure which one of these is. I think it's, I might have to mess around for a bit, so I'm uncertain. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to hit move, and that moves it over into here. So now there's color entry list 1 and 0. Okay. So now if I look at this thing and I hit, I go in here and I look, I still don't see anything. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to select it again. Sometimes when you reselect it, there they are. Now, I moved this one over top of that one, so I'm not sure if that makes it color entry list 1. We'll see in a second. I'm going to take this information here, and actually there's a little trick. You can actually middle click, drag it into the expression. All I'm going to do is hit equals, and I'll paste in eye control pupils. I hit create. And now, when I take a look, let's move this here. Or when I select this thing and I take the pupils and I move them, you can see something's moving around. That's color entry list 2, it looks like. I think I got those. I was right the first time. I moved them around, so it doesn't like that. So I'm just going to go back here and I'll hit select so I can select the ramp. You can select it through the hypershade, however you want to select it. Just hit the select button down here at the bottom of the attribute editor. And if I go and I find color entry list 0, how about 1? Okay, so I'm just going to switch that 1 to a 0. That fixes that. And one other thing is I noticed it moves too quickly. When I hit edit, okay, moves too quickly, and it's already gone to, I can't remember what position I have this thing sitting at right now. So it moves too quickly. I'd like just a little bit more control of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and if I take the eye pupils value, actually hold on a second, ramp equals, here, let's just see what happens right now. We'll just go test it out. Grab the control, pupils, so I can make my eyes bigger and smaller. I could just hold down control. If I hold down control, that gives me like an extra decimal point here, so that gives me a bit more control. But if I want to, I have a little bit more control over it. I want to have that finer, deep control over pupils, so I don't have to actually go like to 1.86 or whatever, and go 0 to 10 quite easily. If I go back and I grab this, whoop, and I take a look, and it's down here. It's color entry list 0. Okay, there's the ramp position color entry list 0. And I do something like equals I control pupils, and we'll say divided by. So we got to go and put, or actually, what if I do multiply by 0.1? And I hit edit. We test it out now. And I go over here and I grab the control. We're at 8.6. There we go. Okay. So now we got a finer control over it if we want it. So I was thinking about ways I can zero this out, but for now I'm just going to leave it something like this. Yeah, I'm going to save the extra one for later on. You'll just know that your pupils, whoop, there, controls it. I could do 0 to 1 too, but anyway, we got pupils done. And what time are we on this thing? Actually, where the hell is this thing? Do I have it on? Where's my timer? Okay. I can't tell where the hell my timer is. There we go. Okay, we're at 6 minutes. I'm just going to stop this here.